team.
I think they've been talking about the whaling. The Japanese tried to reintroduce whaling. You know, they're the band. Yeah.
What's wrong with whaling?
Cushman, we're on the proper news. What do you know about whales?
Japan says we want to start whaling again, and they're trying to persuade world opinion on the International Whaling Commission to back them. And they say, if you don't back us, we'll just leave and do it anyway. So that's the Japanese for you.
Was that going to be on Channel 4 News? So to conclude, that's the Japanese for you. Oh. What can you fucking do?
I like Krishnan tonight because you've got a couple of buttons undone, haven't you? You should do that more on the news. You get more viewers.
I'm not allowed. I tried reading the news without a tie once and my boss wouldn't let me go on.
Are you allowed to wear shorts on a really hot day?
But whales are supposed to be one of the most intelligent animals on the planet. I read somewhere this week, a whale's supposed to have an IQ of 2,000. Don't really measure that.
They can't even hold the fucking pen.
I know.
They can in the little hole.
But that whale that came up the Thames, one day in London, died of stress. Associate with that.
They're supposed to have very therapeutic qualities, whales, aren't they? Their whale song is supposed to be relaxing. You know, that noise, they're sort of like... Oh. I think it sounds more like they're faxing.
Louis? Did you get that?
That sounds like G4.
The Whale Brothers.
Let's see if it's one of the top 5 talking points this week. Yes, it is. Yes, commercial whaling is back on the international agenda after Japan forced a vote. To be honest, I went off whaling when it went all commercial. I like the early stuff. Right, Dave, David and Louis, what else have the nation been talking about this week?
World Cup. Can't get away from it, can you? We won the group, didn't we? 2-2 draw with the mighty Sweden. But there's been more interesting, the wags. The wives and girlfriends.
I would love to be a footballer's wife. And it's just a great life. You just get to go out shopping all the time.
But Colleen sent one of her friends back to Liverpool to do some shopping for her. From Baden-Baden back to Liverpool, obviously the fashion capital of Europe. I mean, how badly do you need something from JJB Sports? You know what I mean?
Who's going to win?
The best team.
Best kickers.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, the striker.
I'm with Vic on this.
England United.
Not a clue. Krishnan, have you been watching the football?
Yeah, I mean, the tragedy of Michael Owen, obviously, is...
Is he not very good?
His terrible injury, which was really upsetting.
What injury did he get?
Cruciate.
A cruciate ligament.
Where's that?
It's just around your knee.
Can you show me on your knee? See your knee. Please. Fuck's sake.
David, you seem to have nailed your colours to a different mast tonight.
Well, did you ask not to be with me? Because last time I was with you, and you seemed to not like it. And now I'm over here with Louis Walsh.
I think you're perfect boy band material, aren't you?
Who out of us here today could make it in a boy band?
I think Jimmy.
Jimmy?
I think Jimmy.
Talking about pundits, though, is anybody else so irritated in this World Cup by the amount of statistics that they throw in during a game that you're just completely not bloody interested in at all? I mean, Mopson all the time. It's just, that's the 199th goal since 1938 scored by a Swedish bloke. Well, he said the other night, he went down the line in the England substitutes, he went, Theo Walcott there, he's got a provisional driving licence. Has he? Well, get him on then, no. Get him on now.
Louis, presumably the Irish supporters are getting behind Wayne Rooney because he's fairly Irish, isn't he?
Yeah, he's pretty Irish. He looks Irish, doesn't he?
He's got the Irish name.
He has the Irish
he comes from
tattoo.
Liverpool,
Yeah.
and also he's shaped like a potato.
He's a really good footballer.
Yeah, he is. Which is lucky, because otherwise he'd be in Asda car park.
Well, I would...
Is he the striker?
Yeah, the striker.
The striker's going to win. Mickey Rooney, come on! Football,
Yes! Albert Finney, not it! Is Albert Finney in the group?
No, he's not, and you know that.
I'd like to watch an England game with you commentating. Right, let's have a look and see if the World Cup is one of the most talked about things. I'm guessing it is. Yes, of course.
Predictably, I'm going to go for the World Cup again. We're in the quarter-finals. Beat Ecuador 1-0. I had a bet, won a few quid. I bet it was going to be shit. It was. Beckham scored the only goal, won 1-0. So well done and all that. Then we're sick. Threw up. And I'm wondering whether it was just like he's run out of celebrations. Footballers invent celebrations all the time. So he'd done the baby thing. I've done that one. I've done the kissing the shirt and all that. I've done all that. I know what. Oh, fuck it. Oh. They did a pound away to the corner flag. Wayne Rooney's having a dump. That's good.
My favourite aspect of the World Cup has been the recurrent appearance of Frank Lampard's disappointed face. Because he keeps putting the ball wide and then he goes...
Jason, any thoughts on the World Cup?
I just think they've got all a bit soft, to be honest, all these footballers. So many fouls and free kicks and all the time just all diving over at my ankle. There was a bloke the other day for Ghana who was out because of a dead leg. Now, that's not an injury, is it, a dead leg? That's a minor annoyance. When I was 10, I had 3 dead legs in one day. I still had to do PE and walk home.
Watson came up trumps again, though. I know I do it every week, but another... Ecuador brought a substitute on. He's got his list of facts, and he goes, oh, here we go. Oh, he's bringing on Rodriguez. Oh, interestingly enough, this is the smallest man in the world. Cut.
There's been a bit of trouble as well, wasn't there? Some England fans kicked off. Finally, there's some trouble. Everyone's saying that England fans are behaving very well, and there was a bit of trouble. I saw it coming because before the World Cup, I saw near me there was a driving range adapted for chairs. They were practising like that. Just warming up for the World Cup.
If they had a World Cup in Sweden, there'd be no end of a vast variety of furniture to choose from.
Yeah.
What are we throwing? Hoogar. All right, OK.
But that's an integrated shelving system.
But I was surprised about the Wags, actually, and all the footage on them, and I think, is it that England are playing so shit that they have to keep doing cutaways of Posh in the crowd? She's got a mate, hasn't she, because they've all fallen out, Cheryl Tweedy. And apparently they're in their own little gang, just 2 of them, Billy No Mates. Because they reckon that all the other girlfriends and wives don't understand the pressures they're under. And I was just thinking, well, what pressures? What, she was in a shit band, she is in a shit band, and the core audience are age 6. What's pressured?
And they jumped up at the goal, didn't they? Went, yeah, yeah, yeah. What's happening? No idea. Yeah.
And also, you know, it's Posh with the little boys. They go, yeah, don't get that ice cream near me. Hey!
Jermaine, any thoughts on the football? You've been following it?
I should confess that I've been supporting Australia.
Robbed.
Robbed.
They were robbed.
Well, it's only taken 5 generations and finally the Australians know how it feels to get robbed.
Right, well, let's have a look and see if the World Cup is one of the top 5 talking points. I imagine it is.
Yeah,
In with a bullet at number 1. Yes, England are still in the World Cup. There's been a lot of competition between the Wags, or wives and girlfriends, in a series of fantasies I've been having. Right, Sean, Jermaine and Phil, what have the nation been talking about this week?
My favourite story of the week is the man who just chose to sort out a problem with a digger.
It's always the first way, isn't it?
Yeah. He owed them some money. He used to have they had a caravan site and didn't pay their rent. And they sent him a letter. They said, well, you know, you owe us £1,000, actually, in something. And he went, I'll show you £1,000. And he came back with a digger. And smashed their house up and all their cars.
Do you want to have a look and see what the damage was?
Yeah.
You see, to us, that is a photograph of terrible, terrible devastation. But to him, as a man that drives heavy plant, that's a bit like a CV or calling card.
Yeah. Well, apparently he's very calm. Everyone said he was driving it, he's very calm. Well, I like the idea that when the police got him out, he was going, it's all right, I've got the hang of it now. Didn't do it first, but it's easy, that's left.
But didn't he rent it as well? Didn't he rent so he spent 450 quid hiring it. And they should have known when they're looking at the form, they're going, hang on, he's ticked the box for revenge.
Probably the bloke said to him, oh, pay me when you come back. You've seen that on the news, he's thought, oh, for fuck's sake.
I think nobody was suspicious when they saw a builder at 7 o'clock in the morning. Clues were there.
Right, let's have a look and see whether the JCB man is one of the top 5 most talked about things.
Yes.
What have the nation been talking about this week?
The Big Brother.
Are you a fan?
I do watch it, yes. I'm fascinated.
They've been in 5 weeks, which is like more than you get for murder these days, isn't it? So it's
Who's your favourite?
Oh, I sort of love to hate people in it, so Grace at the moment.
Bitch.
I think what it is she's no idea how unbearable she is. She thinks, really, she's quite a nice person.
And in fact is a massive bitch.
You just wish there was somewhere we could all phone up and get her kicked out, don't you?
If only we could have a say.
You want them to sort of have sex, that's the thing, isn't it? They get them in the house and they want them to have sex. And then they fuzz it out.
They fuzz it out?
Yeah, they're doing it.
That's foreplay, isn't it?
Is that you doing foreplay?
Yeah, that's basically how I do it.
Waves that woman before.
Hello.
Hello, I'm Jimmy Carr.
Jimmy Carr.
This week they went in with
The
a golden
easiest route.
ticket. The Kit Kat thing.
Yeah.
They might shoot the winner through the roof of the Big Brother house in a glass lift, like the Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. And it lands on a spike.
I think what they should do is switch the cameras off and don't tell them.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
They twat them out for another 8 weeks, and everyone that gets voted out, they come out, and there's not even a minicab driver there.
The problem with that is it's such a good idea, I'd want to see it on telly. Sally, you watching Big Brother?
No, I've made an absolute pact not to watch it.
Well, I'm the same with Corrie.
I like the celebrity one.
Yeah, no,
That's
it is kind of tragic, but that's kind of what I like about it.
Is it? Would you ever do it like Celebrity Big Brother?
No, I wouldn't fancy that. I wouldn't want to sleep in a sort of dormitory arrangement with who knows who next to you.
There's no fucking chance of finding me in there.
You might be innocently eating your Kit Kat and find a ticket, although whether or not you could manage 4 fingers is anyone's guess.
I feel I'm violated by a pun.
Well, is it a top 5 talking point? Let's have a look.
Is it the World Cup about the fact that England aren't in the World Cup anymore? They're lost.
No, you were there, Sean. We saw you on TV.
I know.
Were you?
Yeah, you showed a bit closer.
Yeah, I took one of the penalties, didn't you? That's why we lost.
Well, yes.
I scored, you know. Really got sent off, and he said he didn't tread on someone's bollocks, which he did. It's pathetic, really. I didn't do it deliberately. He's talking about it like there's a bit of grainy CCTV footage. There's 24 high-definition cameras pointing at him, showing him going... I mean, but it's not his fault. The main culprit is Sven, who was a complete charlatan, incompetent fool manager, didn't really give a shit about England, you know, just like the money. In fact, I don't think he should ever be able to set foot on the shores of this country again. He should be kicked up the arse all the way to Dover. Just kick him up the arse all the way to Dover, and then there's no ferries, kick him all the way to Heathrow. I'd bring back hanging, that's what I'd say, bring back hanging.
John Watson said, we're approaching injury time, we've got 10 men, I wonder what's going through Sven's mind. Fuck knows, none of us know that, do we? It showed a picture of him and he turned to McLaren and then he looked down the bench, and if you could put a voiceover on the pitch, it would be like, who is that young boy on the bench? Baby Theo, you brought him. Did I really? Back to my word search.
Now, Emo, you're a huge football fan, I sense.
You ever play baseball? Oh, this is cute. Once I beat up the school bully with a baseball bat. Both his arms were completely broken, which is what gave me the courage.
Yes, that's the story. England aren't in the World Cup anymore.
Well, let's see if it's there. Yes, sad news, England are out of the World Cup. But good news, half-price flags. On their return to England, the team were driven through London on an open-top bus. under a series of low bridges. Dave, Trisha and Justin, what have the nation been talking about?
We've had this heat wave, had an official heat wave, or as one daily paper said, killer heat. Killer heat. But luckily enough, they print these tips and advice inside the papers. Thank God. Because we'd never think of stuff like that, would we?
Drink water.
Just all those, drink water.
Drink water.
That's why I'm thirsty. It's something to do with the heat.
These weather warnings, they're stupid, aren't they? Come on, and they say, today, weather warning. It's hot. Look outside. But then, to be fair, they say it's for the vulnerable people. It's for babies and it's for old people. So I'd like to, if I can, do a weather warning for my nana. Take your fucking coat off. 4 degrees, love.
Why is hot weather such an excuse for such execrable clothes?
Well, not everyone looks crap in a bikini, Trisha.
I'm sorry, what was that?
That's when because he was being a moose.
He was being a moose?
No, moose is like this.
Emo, you're from California. It's always hot there.
Yeah, I go to the beach. You know, I love the sound of the crashing surfers against the rocks.
Very calming and spiritual.
It is, but nothing's like... I was off the coast of Florida on my uncle's boat, and I said to my sister, you gotta go in the ocean, it's wonderful. She said, I told you, I'm having my period. You know, she takes all the fun out of shark fishing.
Right, well, that's your answer. Is it one of the top 5? Yes, it is.
Nikki's tantrums. I switched on the first time. She's in the diary room. I thought I'm watching kids say the funniest things. Where's Barrymore?
You want to have a little look at some of her finest moments?
That was brilliant, yeah.
Let's have a look at some hissy fits.
I'm not fucking having that! Who is she? Who is she?
It's a little bit sorry.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Super Nanny just go, fuck that.
Did you never think, I'll give her a slap?
Just a sly one.
Yeah, just a little one. Like you kick the cat, like nonchalantly.
She's a granny in a young body, but she doesn't mean no harm.
Thanks for that, Jane. Also, thanks for not eating her.
They all did look a bit crazy when they walked in. It looked like that bar out of Star Wars.
The only thing missing was the funny music.
That's not Star Wars.
Thanks, Shabazz.
Crikey!
Yeah, I know the one you mean. Yeah. Guys,
You're
I've
obviously
got to
capable
tell
of
you.
appearing on the show.
I've got to tell you, I actually...
Shabazz! Can you let Jimmy get on with his fucking show, please?
I think I'm going to make Jade a prefect. She's in charge of the special bus over there.
I need some paracetamol, seriously, I really do.
I never get headaches.
I've got a really bad headache. You too.
Eugene doesn't get headaches. Why is that?
I never get headaches. For some reason, I never get them. I sometimes get, like, a pain in my head, which clears up.
It's like a Sellafield works out in that.
Well, let's have a look and see if Nikki is up there. Yes, indeed. Nikki's tantrums were the most memorable thing about Big Brother this year. I don't want to be unkind to Nikki. I like her, but she has got a forehead like a Klingon taking a shit. Right, Seanstein, what else have people been talking about?
Grace chucking water on Susie.
Was it people just presuming that Gracie was a little bit of a bitch in the house?
Oh, no.
Not here, obviously, you're lovely. But that's... She's sat here, thank you. Nice try.
Let's have a look at some of Grace's finest moments and judge for ourselves whether she is, in fact, a massive bitch.
She's a fucking stupid bitch, that fucking one there. She's fine, Ashley. I feel like I'm living with a golden retriever. She's a fucking boring... Why is she here? She's had her lag. Her great big silicone chunky thunder thighs. Sorry. Oh my God! How dare you! Bye, sweetheart.
Certainly no Lady Grace.
Yeah, nor are you, you miss.
Hey! Let's be nice, she's our guest, but seriously, dashing water in someone's face, you better know yourself.
Okay, pull my hands up, I do, bitch. But, you know, I say what most 21-year-old girls say sometimes.
I think you're a really, really nice guy. I don't think there's anything the matter with you. I don't think you're that bitchy. Leah, she's a fucking bitch. Mikey, do you think she's a bitch?
No, she's not a bitch. She's a good girl.
That is the correct answer.
She's my bitch.
She's my bitch.
The World Cup, we think.
Yeah. Yes.
I think the final will probably largely be remembered for the antics of the French captain, Zinedine Zidane, who was going to quit at the end of the game anyway, but decided to take early retirement.
Yeah.
He nutted this guy in the chest. And the clip they always show is when he walks off, desolate, taking some bandage off, he walks past the World Cup, doesn't he? Which is like, there on a plinth. Right. And I thought it would have been really, really funny if he'd walked off like that and went, I'm having that and all. Well, so who's going to get it back off him? You go and get it. I'm not getting it off him. And they reckon that he said that the guy, Materazzi, said that accused his mother, said that his mother was a terrorist whore.
Oh, so what? Any woman over 50 goes, thank you for thinking that. If he had said your mother's an old ugly pig in a big burqa, you'd go, how fucking dare you? But your mother's an old whore, well, thanks.
Sorry, you think being called a whore is a compliment?
If you don't have a tampon in your purse, you're glad someone thinks of you sexually. Absolutely.
What is a terrorist whore? How does that work?
A terrorist whore is a woman who's sexy but heavy around the middle because she's wearing a bomb.
Right.
I think the other thing, an important point to make about the World Cup, one of the reasons that the Italians won, they were a very fresh team. They had lots of energy compared to other teams. And that's because Italian football, well, we all know it's fixed. So technically, they haven't played a competitive match all season, those players. The whole season they've been playing games where they just kick off, knock it about for it. Time for the penalty? Yeah, come on, over you go.
Are you a football fan? Do you understand soccer?
I don't understand. I'm Jewish. We don't play sports, we sell you the equipment. I mean, it's just...
The saddest thing I saw the whole World Cup was after England went out, I went into a supermarket and on special offer they had half price England World Cup celebration cakes. Who, in their right mind, if England won the World Cup, would go, hooray! And there's this cake spraying everywhere. Everyone's going, come on, over the cake.
Should we have a look and see whether the World Cup and Zinedine Zidane is one of the most talked about things this week? Yes, of course it is, the number one talking point. Yes, Zinedine Zidane headbutted an Italian player who accused his mother of being a terrorist whore. Zidane was brought up single-handedly by his mother, who had to work 2 jobs. She was a terrorist and a whore. Obviously, we don't mean that. Sean, Eamon and Vic, what else have the nation been talking about this week?
David Cameron's got another attention-grabbing headline scheme idea where we should apparently understand teenage hood-wearing characters.
He wants to cuddle them in the park, doesn't he?
I think he thinks things through. Because teenagers, the last thing they want is cuddles, isn't it? What's he got planned for goths? They don't want to be cuddled.
For goths. When I see a goth, I don't see a goth. I don't see an individual goth. I see 2 disappointed parents. They're thinking he used to be such a lovely boy, now he looks like a slutty girl. Joan, are people wearing hoodies a problem in the States?
I don't know. At my age, when I see someone coming at me with a hood, I run because I figure it's the Grim Reaper. So
Did he say he formed his opinions after watching that film Kidulthood?
Yeah, he did, yeah.
So is his Criminal Justice Act's going to be based on what, Police Academy 6?
Holly, any thoughts on hoodies? Do you like them?
I don't think I want to hug one. They might nick my wallet while I'm giving them a cuddle.
I'll be honest, I think if they get a hug from you, they will have other things on their mind.
Even more reason not to.
I don't think they'll be thinking about that. I think the blood might be somewhere else.
He just comes out with stupid statements all the time. Nobody would be surprised if he said something like, I've got an idea, elastic houses. You know, it's small if there's only 2 of you, but if you've got some people around, you just stretch it out. There we go, elastic houses. There we go.
That's a good idea. Moon harnesses.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
It just could work. Throw a harness over the moon, 2 handles, pull it near. It comes nearer and nearer and nearer. We get more gravity and begin to float. It makes sense.
You're a one-man think tank.
Yeah.
OK, well, let's have a look and see whether Cameron's campaign for hoodies is one of the top 5 most talked about things.
But it is.